Happy birthday, Cancer. My name is Nigel and you have found Alchemy. This is your birthday reading. This reading is going to be good for a full birthday year. It's going to be birthday of 2024 to birthday of 2025. I'm going to split this into 3 groups. As you can tell, there is mookaite here on the table. It's from Australia. It's a type of jasper. Each color is going to represent something a little bit different. If you'd like to read more about it, you could refer back to the beginning of the video where I provide some information. If you'd like to do it completely blind and by intuition only, you can just concentrate on the groups that I give you right here. For group number 1, we have the yellow mookaite. For group number 2, we have the pink mookaite. For group number 3, we have the white mookaite. Please take your time. Feel free to pause the video, close your eyes, really make a choice, and I will see each of you on the other side. Timestamps will be in the comment section. If you have chosen group 1, the yellow mookaite, this is your reading. First of all, happy birthday, Cancer. You know, it's very apropos that the Fool is centering your whole birthday year. You are starting off on a new path. The Fool encourages you to take that leap of faith if you're thinking about starting something brand new or approaching something you have been doing in a brand new way. This is your correspondence to absolutely do that. Let's see, you do have sublimation too. Sublimation is a beautiful card of rising above, of gaining perspective from above, of sort of jumping timelines into something better. The only downside to sublimation is that you might have to leave something behind when you rise above. You may be rising above alone, and if you look at this, the Fool is also a solitary card. You may be seduced onto a path here. I think this seduction is positive. I really do. You do have the 7. You have the 7th house, Libra in the 7th house, partners, balance, one-on-one relationships. There may be something that you're leaving behind here, Cancer. At the very least, there may be an aspect of your relationship that needs to change. You find yourself multitasking during your birthday year. You're trying to accomplish a lot of things. Yeah, you're doing a lot here. You have the Goddess card coming in sideways, which is interesting. That means this birthday year, whether you're male or female, you're going to take up aspects of both the light and the dark of the Goddess. The light attributes are the feminine, expressed through wisdom, nature, life, force, sensuality, and so even if you're male, you might be taking on a more feminine aspect of yourself by using your intuitive nature. The darker shadow aspect here is the exploitation of the female nature and form. So yeah, you might be exploiting yourself if you are female. I'm no judgment here. You might be doing something that others may consider taboo. You may be at least considering that. If you're male, you might find yourself basking in the female form a little bit more than usual this year, Cancer. So as we move on through your year, you do have here the 2 of Pentacles, and with the multitasking card, this sort of makes sense of you trying to balance things and accomplish more things this year than perhaps you've done in previous years. You will do it to your satisfaction. You'll find something that you love here. You have the Ace of Cups, but it is mirrored here with the satisfaction oracle. So you will find satisfaction this year. Whatever it is you're setting out to do, I think is going to be successful. You do have the Queen of Swords in reverse. You may be dealing with the Queen of Swords character. You yourself might step into this, at least temporarily this year. The Queen of Swords in reverse is nothing to fool with. She has a very sharp tongue. She could be a he. This person has a very sharp tongue. This person pulls no punches. This person can be argumentative, more on the emotional side than the Queen of Swords upright. You do have the King of Wands balancing this out with passion. So whatever it is you're feeling this year, you're feeling with a tremendous amount of passion. For better or for worse. Somebody might rub you the wrong way this year, for sure. We're going to clarify this stuff. But you do have here the Popess, and the Popess is the High Priestess in most other decks. So what's interesting here is, yes, you come into knowledge, you come into truth, you start to see things extremely clearly. But here you have Justice reversed, and in this deck, Justice represents truth. So when you see this, right, and you see the upright goddess of truth mixed with the justice, untruth, it looks as though you're waffling in between two things this year. You're seeing things clearly, you're not seeing things clearly. Things are balanced, things are not balanced. There is something going on this year that sort of knocks you off balance because it does give birth to the Chariot in reverse. And the Chariot obviously is the card of Cancer. There is something that may be holding you back, or threatens to hold you back. But you are determined to experience growth this year nonetheless. So far, of course, very interesting. So let's see. Let's look at this Ace of Cups. So you do have you trying to balance something. I do think it is some new path or a new way of doing things. It might be considered a little bit taboo here, Cancer. Not going to lie. If you're female anyway. So let's see. Show me this satisfaction with the Two of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, you might find yourself in debt to where you might have to think outside the box as far as making money, and you're going to have to detach. You're going to have to detach from other people's expectations, from other people's opinions. Saturn is now involved in this and is driving you to make choices that you might not normally make. Show me this Queen of Swords and this King of Wands. They do look like, and here you have Cancer coming in here, hot and heavy. So you have a lot of water energy, but even though those two cards do not represent water signs, one of these is going to represent you. Do you see yourself, well, it might be difficult for you to see this right now, but you are either going to be, I get the feel, let me just clarify this a little bit more. Give me one more for this, please. You might have limiting fears here. And yes, so these two archetypes will definitely represent to you this year. Different aspects of you. You could be the sharp-tongued person who sort of puts people in their place and acts a little bit emotional. And you waffle between that and being filled with passion and drive and a sort of confidence, right? You have limiting fears that makes you waffle between these two archetypes here. It is represented by you. You are enveloping both of this year. You have justice here. So you have truth mixed with untruth. Truth mixed with untruth. You are guarded about certain things that are going on here. And since I pulled two cards for the other two, I'm going to pull one more here. Maybe there are certain things you're sharing with people. There is a truth that you have come to realize here. Okay, there is a truth that you have come to realize. Some of these things you're very guarded with. You realize it makes you vulnerable for other people to know certain things. And so you are keeping certain things to yourself. I do think that you are right? You're isolating yourself. You're guarding yourself. You're guarding this situation very, very much so here, Cancer. There may be something holding you back, but you may be, and once again, you have conflicting thoughts and drives. You have the Chariot in reverse, which is something that's holding you back. And you have the Ace of Pentacles, which is something that is driving you forward. And it seems to be a theme here with you, even with the Goddess coming in sideways. Like, you feeling two things. You being seduced by something here. You are clinging to a comfort zone, and that's probably why you're waffling. You're of two minds this year, very Geminian. You might have Gemini highly aspected in your chart, even though I have not seen the Lovers yet. Give me one more for this. There is some sort of commitment you have made. Yeah. Wait, that's what's holding you back. You want to move forward with something, and there is something holding you back, and there is a commitment. It may involve children. This even says child over here. There is something that's holding you back. There is something that's driving you forward, and I think you're struggling with this birthday year. You're trying to accomplish a lot. There is a path here that is seducing you for sure. You want to rise above all these issues. That is definitely your goal. You find yourself in some kind of debt or maybe contract that you're looking to get out of, and you decide to detach. Compliments from an admirer. I do think, listen, for some of you, I do think that you are leaning towards doing something that may be a little taboo. There are going to be people that are against what you're trying to do. There are going to be people that don't know what you're trying to do. I think that in the end, you're going to keep certain things to yourself and make a decision from there. If this is not your reading, and I know this is very specific, please choose another one. It does say feeling tied down or frustrated, and I can see that here definitely, because you have limitations and fears, and you may be a little mouthy and a little emotional about this. You're very frustrated. Forces working against you. Yeah, that's how you're feeling here. That is how you're feeling. The people around you in your life are not understanding what you're going through and your decisions that you feel like you have to make. It says a period of frustration. You're having a frustrating year. I'm wondering if I should even post this reading. I don't want to disappoint anybody, but at the same time, I don't want to lie either, right? So it looks like someone's going to have a very frustrating year. Let me try to clarify further here. Let me try to clarify a little further. With these contracts, you have contracts where you're detaching, you are trying to juggle things. You may find yourself in a bit of debt. You are trying to make the best decision possible here. You're trying to get out of a very stuck situation. It's not easy. You feel very judged. You waffle. Here we go with the High Priestess again. This Piscean energy coming in sideways. You waffling from knowing what to do and not knowing what to do. You waffle between sharing your truth and keeping things to yourself. What you want is to rise above this. You feel tied down. You feel frustrated. You feel tied down and frustrated, but I have to tell you, you are going to come out of this. More Piscean energy. You might have Pisces highly aspected in your chart. You may be dealing with a Pisces. You are going to come out of this contemplative energy, and you come out of this wishy-washiness, and you're going to heal from this. It is, the star is the card of Aquarius, but more than that is a card of healing after something big, something quite shocking, perhaps a tower moment. Perhaps you experienced a tower moment here. There might be forces working against you. When I say that, it sounds ominous, but it just might boil down to people not understanding the situation you're in and what you're trying to accomplish and what your choices are. And so maybe you lean towards a choice. You're seduced by a choice that other people just don't understand, but you are manifesting actively here. You are manifesting, and you see something here that they don't. And you're trying very much. And here's the tower we talked about here. You're trying to recover here from a tower moment. You are trying to recover from something. Show me this comfort zone, please. Yeah, there is a comfort zone here. There's a commitment that you have made. You're trying to break out of a comfort zone. You're a little frustrated. You're being offered something and you're just not sure if you want to take it. You're very worried. You're worried about your stability, but here's your stability. It is upright and on the table. You have the King of Pentacles, and at the bottom of the deck here, it does show determination. It does show, it shows determination, but it also shows this page in reverse. So you take three steps forward, 2 steps back. You are working with other people at some point this year, and you have your imbalance again. I mean, justice came out in reverse twice. You may be dealing with a Libra, but the bottom line is you feel very imbalanced this year. You go through periods of planning, and then you go through periods of not planning. You go through inward moments. You think about the past, but you have decided at some point this year to let it go. You have the Death card in reverse, which means something may come around again. Something may come around that you thought was dead, and you have here an alleviation of stress, and you have water energy coming back through the Queen of Cups. This may be a love that you thought was dead or that you let go of a long time ago that is showing and it's rearing its head again. The warning here is to be careful because you do have 7 of Swords energy around this person. You need to get the rest, and you need to meditate on this before reacting here, Cancer. You need to meditate on this when this comes round again. This may have been a third-party situation that the person has put you in. This person may have been juggling you and someone else. There is the Moon in reverse, more Cancerian energy, but, you know, it is you seeing things clearly and becoming the Magician. I think you do see that this person here is a Knight of Wands in reverse, conniver, right? You are tired of the fighting. This person may have, this person may be very attractive to you. This person may have a certain something that you really like, but I think you're starting to see that it's one-dimensional. It is one-dimensional, it is toxic, and it's not good for you. It is time to close out this cycle, and I think that it's coming around again so you can truly close this out and experience your 10 of Cups moment here. Yeah, more Wand energy, more Cup energy in reverse. I think you know what you need to do here. There seems to be a couple of different things here on the table. There is some sort of work situation, financial situation that you are trying to balance out and overcome. And there is also the return of someone here. And you have this beautiful Sagittarian energy, you alchemizing a new future with the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor. The Wheel of Fortune turns in your favor because you push it through with the water in those cups. You will definitely overcome. You're going to get your confidence back. You're going to hold on to what's yours. You're going to have new love offers coming in, and you're going to grab life by the short and curlies here, for sure. I really like the way this is panned out. I really like the way this has changed. I like the rhythm of this, the clarity that you get. I really like the new offers that are coming in. And finally, we have our Chariot going forward, moving in the right direction. Beautiful energy. But I have to say, not an easy time of it. Definitely not an easy time of it. This is definitely a year of learning, of putting past, getting past certain things, for sure. I'm going to pull a timing card for my beautiful group 1. It says a long time. You may have been in this situation for a long time. It may feel like a long time. The bottom of the deck, you do have September. There is something good that's going to happen in September, in this situation. But this may be a long time coming. And I don't know whether that's talking about your financial situation or your love situation. Maybe a long time has passed since you've seen this person. But there is something that's happening in September, and that could very well be the return of this person into your life. I do think you should think about it. I'm going to pull a love card for you here. Show me this return. Yeah, and the reconciliation card, yeah, look. Can't make this up. Someone from your past will be returning to your life. Please try to figure out, because the distance that you experienced between you and this person, I think, was necessary. I think this is a test, right? It is a test to see if you've learned your lesson. This is something that's quite seductive to you. This is something that the new path beckons you. The new path is more difficult. It's easy sometimes to focus on the past than it is to try to focus on something that's not clear to us or something that's scary to us. But I have to tell you, you will be tested this year. Something's going to happen, for sure. Something's going to happen. If you hold on one more second, I'm going to see if I could pull one more card here. Yeah, I'll pull one of these cards. Sorry. Being that you're group 1, always gets the you always get the testing, right? You always get like, what do I want to add to this, right? So let's say I'm going to shuffle this real quick. And I am going to pull for group 1. Show me for this beautiful Cancer that I'm reading for today. You have children here. Young, childhood, and playful. This did come in reverse. There could be something here from your childhood, Cancer, that is interrupting, or that has interrupted your life, that has impacted your life, that maybe you need to address, look at. There may be some legal stuff that goes on this year, for sure. There may be children involved in this situation with this ex for some of you. I'm not getting that as a big picture for all of you. But there is court here on the table, and there is this insatiable, unquenchable thirst. And I do think that coupled with this here, there is someone here, Cancer, that represents something that you find like caviar. You find it so drawing. You're drawn to this thing, this person, okay? You're drawn to the situation, and it's almost like definitely, I hate to be cliche-ish, but it's like a moth to a flame, right? So you have to figure out, especially with this card coming in sideways, if this meeting is really in your best interest, right? You may be sad, you may be broken, you may be feeling alone when this person comes back around. And I have to tell you, your ascension is coming in sideways. You are being tested. When a sideways card comes in, it means that it is up to you. The choice is yours here. There is something at the bottom of the deck about forbidden love. So take it how it resonates, Cancer. Take it how it resonates. I'm not really sure why I'm being drawn to pull one more card, but I am going to do that for my beautiful Cancerians. What do you need to release, Cancer? What do you need to release? I think you already know the answer to that, okay? This card is in reverse. At the bottom of the deck, it says, the end of a tough cycle approaches. I do think that this card can be turned around, but it doesn't. Listen, each of you are on your own path. Each of you are going to make different choices. Some of you are going to jump into this old situation to learn a lesson again. Some of you are going to repel this situation entirely. And I don't think even we know how we're going to react until a situation is presented to us. This can be the end of a tough cycle for you. It can be, but it can be a repeating pattern. Keep an eye out for September here. I do think something key is going to happen here in September. I wish you the best birthday, Cancer. If this reading did not hit for you, please choose another group. I wish you all the love. Namaste. Hello, first and foremost, happy birthday, Cancer. If you have chosen the pink mookaite, this is your reading. Overarching your year here, you do have the Four of Cups in reverse. And, you know, previously you may have been a little on the stubborn side when it comes to something. You may have crossed your hands in front of your chest and said, nope. I think that your attitude is changing this year with this in reverse. You also have the golden rose. Golden rose is interesting energy, and I'm going to read from the book. I usually don't. Every once in a while I do, but I think for you I am going to do that. The golden rose is called the secret, the altar, the gem. And as you can see in the center of the rose, there is indeed a gem. It says, the rose has long been used as a symbolic image for the summation of alchemy. The outer petals represent the first 7 planets and operations, while the inner petals protect the revelations from unwelcomed eyes. But what exactly resides at the center of the golden rose? Alchemy tells us it's a secret, and it's meant to be kept as such. Basically, there is something going on here, and you don't know what the ramifications are going to be right off the bat. There is a golden secret here, and the golden secret is generally something very, very good. I think your change of attitude here does promote something else that you aren't prepared for. You're not prepared for what's about to happen. And what's about to happen, I mean, it just looks, just glancing at your cards, looks really good. You have the butterfly here right next to it, right? Things evolving, healing, growth. This rose will produce a cocoon around you. And within that cocoon lies the gem, right? The secret. This secret is you. You are the gem. You are the secret. I can't say it enough. There is something really good that's going to happen to you this year. You have the Knight overarching your year at loyalty, romance, chivalry, a love of honor. You know, the knight might very well be somebody coming in for you. But the knight also might be you coming in for yourself with this very fixed energy. I know that you are a cardinal sign, but this is momentum. This is dedication. This is action, right? Action towards a goal. You have the entrepreneur card. So if you're looking to start a business or you have started a business, expect that to take off. There is so much positive energy here. And I think a lot of this energy, you're not going to see right away, and you're not prepared for it. And it all stems from a change of attitude here, Cancer. You have the devil, which is toxic energy, Capricorn specifically, but toxic energy leaving your life. It is in reverse. To clarify this, you have the 10 of Cups, right? Completion. According to this deck, it is completion, but generally speaking, the 10 of Cups is a beautiful symbol of love, right? Of something that you love coming together. It all comes together, right? And produces happiness. You have the 7 of Wands here. You're determined. No matter how tired you are, no matter how exhausted you might be, you are determined with this fixed energy backing you up to see this through. And you have the Queen of Swords here, which in this deck symbolizes independence, right? The Queen of Swords could be Aquarian energy, but, you know, more than that, this air energy is very fixed, very tunnel visioned. You have tunnel vision here with your goals. If you're not feeling that way now, expect it this year. You are now. The only caveat, and it's not really a caveat, this comes in as a choice. You're going to have a choice whether to allow love here into your life, whether to really surrender to this. And you have the Ace of Cups here in reverse, which is satisfaction. We all know the Ace of Cups is love. But, you know, being that this came in sideways here, Cancer, if you could decide whether, yes, I do want love in my life, and this goes like this, or, you know what, I've decided not to let love in my life at this time, and that's okay too, right? That's okay too. You have a lot of really good stuff going on here. You have the potential for even better if you choose it. What's yours will always come back to you, though. So if you choose not to do this now because you are fixed on something else, that's okay. This satisfaction, this love will return to you. You do have the Wheel of Fortune here. You are breaking out of some sort of karmic thing that you may have been going round and round and round in the same pattern, round in the same situation, repeating. And I think this is you breaking out of that. More fixed energy. You have the Queen of Wands here, which, you know, is a confident queen, right? Whether you're male or female, confidence, charisma. You are breaking this pattern with much confidence. Man, this is really good. This is really good. Let's see. Let's look at. Very, very different from group 1, I can tell you that. Show me this 10 of Cups. You have this breaking of the toxic energy and backed up by, here we go. Look, you have the Queen of Wands again. The Queen of Wands makes her own luck. The Queen of Wands aggressively, well, I'm not going to say aggressively, confidently goes after what she wants and attains it. So you, whether you're male or female, and here we go. What is this? It is the Empress. You know, Taurus, Libra energy, but more than that, you have the Queen of Wands giving birth to the Empress. Abundance in all forms. Really, really good energy here, Cancer. Beautiful, beautiful energy. So fertility, abundance, the lack of toxicity, the 10 of Cups completing a joyfully coming together and completing a cycle. You have the determination and independence here in the middle. And and you're balancing things here. And it's coming as a choice, right? Some of you will decide to continue to balance things to get your way, and some of you might choose not to, but either way, the outcome looks really good. And I think it's going to be different for all of you for sure. Right, okay, so here we go. You have your 10 of Pentacles in reverse. And because this card here is sideways, the decision you make here when it comes to your money, and this is all Pentacles, it will determine whether you also have a completion here with your money, whether you also have long-term goals met with your money. And it's right under the Entrepreneur card, and you want to hold on to what's yours here. And if you do, I think there's going to be a choice. You're going to have a choice that needs to be made. Are you going to move forward with this choice or not? Are you going to go back? Are you going, it almost looks like a gamble that you're going to, the card of manifestation. Damn. Who's ever reading this you are manifesting like a mofo. You have the power of manifestation. Be very careful with your thoughts. Be careful with your actions. Be careful with your energy, because you're manifesting it all. You can easily have a 10 of Cups and a 10 of Pentacles here. You have this choice here. You have this choice for love. And this will determine whether it is an ace. You're going to seek clarity on this, which is very good, actually. That's very sensible. You're going to want things to be very clear. You're not going to want to be breadcrumbed. Maybe you have been breadcrumbed in the past. Maybe you're making a conscious decision to say, you know what? You're either going to be my knight or you're not. And this knight could be male or female, but I'm not going to be breadcrumbed anymore. I want what I want. And this is I want a partner, someone who will work alongside me, someone who will work with me. I want clarity. I don't want vagueness. And here is your knight. Here is your Knight of Cups. Somebody is going to come in with an offer, and it's going to be up to you whether you want this offer or not. So it looks like you've broken a toxic pattern here with confidence. This may have been in the love department here. You may be rejecting old patterns here. There may be an old pattern that you are just doing away with. You're rejecting it. You don't want it part of your story anymore, and you have the Lovers, Gemini energy, but more than that, a clear decision about love. A clear decision. You have made clear decisions for yourself here. You're avoiding, you don't want any more tower moments. You've lived through enough of them. You are tired of feeling like this, feeling like you have no choices. So that I can see why you may be hesitant. You want someone to prove themselves. You want someone to prove themselves worthy. You don't have the strength to go through any more bullshit. And I don't blame you, You want to know the truth, because in the past, you were lied to. In the past, you were lied to. You are determined. And this is the second time the Seven of Wands has come out. You are determined to be successful. And if that means that you accept an offer, this offer is not going to come with any more BS. You are not going to make any more sacrifices. You don't want any pages. You're done with pages. You're tired of working on things that bring you nothing in return. You're tired of waiting. You're tired of feeling battle worn. You're ready to absolutely slip into this Queen of Swords energy in reverse if you need to. And she's pretty harsh. She can be pretty cut and dry. She also can be pretty cutting with her words. You're moving away from that energy. And you're moving straight into the Four of Wands, which is a happily ever after card. You want that or you don't want it at all. And here we have the stability that you're looking for with this Queen of Pentacles and your Two of Cups. Man, love this energy for you. I love this energy for you. I kind of went crazy with the deck a little bit, but wow, beautiful energy. This is a really nice thing. You do have, see, I would say that this is a trigger for you. This love situation that comes in is going to trigger some memories from the past that weren't so good. And here's your love affair, and the love affair here is coming in sideways. So you're going to have a choice. And you can't make up your mind right now, because in the past you were sad, you were left broken, you were left alone, feeling alone. But you are totally ascending this year. Totally ascending this year. You're ascending to a better place. You're ascending to a higher place. And you have here escapade, vacation, hideaway, adventure. Escapade to me, it is an adventure. Maybe this came in in reverse. I think that you're not looking to play. I think you're looking to work. I mean, listen, there's a lot going on here for you that's positive. This didn't just happen. This happened because of the work you've done. And I think that you are very serious about your ascension. You're very serious. You will cut off and block those who screw with you. At the bottom of the deck, it says moving. You may have a physical change to your location. You do have cleansing, but this cleansing came in, it does say removing, clearing space, removing negativity. This came in reverse, and I think that you have done that work already. I think that you have done that work, and that is why you are where you are, and this should be a lesson for all of us, especially me, to be honest with you. You do the work, you reap the rewards. You have done the work, my friend. You've done the work, and you are moving, and you're either moving to a brand new location or you're just moving via ascension. Couldn't ask for a nicer reading here. Couldn't ask for a more beautiful reading. I will do in the autumn. It looks like the autumn is going to be a key time for you. You were in a negative pattern for a very long time. And here even it says September. So look for something in the autumn that's going to prove all of this to come together. I mean, if you're not feeling this now, by the fall, you're going to be like, thank you, Nigel. You called it, because my God, I wish this was my reading. I am so happy for you. Big hugs, Cancer, and happy birthday. Hello, Cancer, and first and foremost, I want to wish you a very happy birthday. If you have chosen the white mookaite, this is your reading. Okay. Overarching your birthday year, you have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is a courageous and beautiful, confident queen. Typically a fire sign. You may have fire highly aspected in your chart, but no matter what, you are embodying this queen this year, whether you're male or female, and courage is really jumping out at me here. You also have the sun's splendor, which is abundance in all forms. So this looks like abundance that was not easily won. But it is abundance nonetheless. You have child's nature here. This is something that is stemming, in my opinion, from your childhood. I believe that you engulf, or you encompass, the light attributes of this. You might love animals. It says friendships with animals, communication with the nature spirit. You might be a very spiritual person who communicates well with animals, who loves animals. But I do think the reason this is coming in sideways is because when you were growing up, doesn't necessarily have to be from your childhood, but I think for some of you it is. You may have encountered someone who had the tendency to abuse things that were weaker than them, whether that be animals or children. So you have this here, and this is exemplified here by this soul contract. It says soul connection, a soul contract, an agreement, and it's coming in reverse. It's something that you have closed a contract here with someone. I do think it's someone that's not so nice. I do think it's a soul contract that you had. This could be a parent. This could be a lover. It could be something from your childhood. It could be something from your adulthood, but it is a contract closing out, and I think it's a contract that needed to be closed out because you're moving forth bravely here. You do have the receipts card, and I do think when we look at receipts, it's proof that we did something. It is proof that we bought something. It is proof that we paid for something. And I think that you do have proof that you have paid your way. You have, maybe in some way you were asked for proof where you shouldn't have been asked for proof. Maybe this is your proof that you have earned what you are about to receive. There is something lingering here, Cancer. And here, again, you do have past lives with the South Node. You have past lives, natural gifts, karmic challenges. This was a karmic challenge for you. This may have been a past life connection that you had with someone. It was definitely a karmic contract of some kind. You have here the Three of Wands coupled with the trauma card. And this situation stopped you from manifesting to your best ability. But I'm happy to see the trauma card here in reverse. For sure, it's in reverse. You are healing from this, but you're not healed yet. You have the Five of Swords here in reverse. You are tired of this negativity. You're tired of being attacked. You're tired of the fighting. I think that this may have been a very unkind person. This Six of Pentacles comes with the concept of kindness, and it is in reverse. A very unkind human being that some of you were raised with, that some of you may have encountered as an adult, but it is karmic in nature, and it was a very important relationship. You have the Eight of Swords, and at times this stopped you from, it made you feel trapped. Even long after it was over, it made you feel trapped. It definitely took a bite out of your fulfillment and your power to manifest, for sure. This is all on the table for a reason, though, Cancer. Here at the end of the reading, which I'm really happy about, that this was the last group of cards that came out, you have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So whatever it is you were going through to make you feel empty, lost, alone, spiritually broke, you now have this inner voice inside you. You have the High Priestess, and the High Priestess, it has a love for animals. It would not surprise me if you really, really have a strong love for animals, but you have this inner voice, this calming voice that knows the truth and is healing. Definitely some healing energy here. You may be tackling the last of this stuff this year, Cancer. So let's clarify some of this stuff here. You do have this trauma that you're healing from with this. Yeah. You're moving into a period of abundance. You do have the Empress energy here, and I can't say it enough. This is like the mini Empress, and here's your abundance card. So you have abundance on top of abundance. You're moving into it. You're letting go of something. You're letting go of some trauma, the last bit of it, the last bit of the trauma, and you're moving into a more lucrative direction. Lucrative meaning better for you. You have an opportunity, and I think you're going to take it. This person was very unkind. This person produced very toxic. It made you very defensive. It made you had to defend yourself somehow with this situation. You had to some of you had to prove what happened to you, almost. You had to defend yourself. Yeah, and here it is again. This whole thing halted you from manifesting what you wanted. But I have to tell you, with this card overarching your year, you're moving into a very confident archetype. You're moving into a very courageous, very courageous fire archetype there. You have here the Nine of Cups. This feeling of being trapped. You're moving into a much more stable energy here. Definitely a more protective, stable energy. The Wheel of Fortune is spinning in your direction. It is spinning, and it is releasing you from these toxic. It's releasing you from this toxicity, Cancer. It's very much on the table, so it is still a factor. It's still an issue, even if this is something from the past, and even if it's something you've tackled already, and it's obviously a soul contract that you have torn up. It is something that you're still dealing with, but I have to tell you here, you have this High Priestess energy, and you definitely are not walking away from that energy. This energy is here to stay. This energy of truth, of feeling whole, of not feeling so isolated and on your own and alone in your truth, is going to fade away. And you are going to feel, you may not have felt victorious in this situation, but I do think you're going to feel victorious when this ends, because you're going to make a choice. You're going to make a choice for it. It's not going to be something that comes easily. You do have here the King of Wands in reverse. And what's interesting is these two are counterparts. This might have been a past love connection, like from a past life, even if it was your parent in this life. It is an abusive person, for sure. It's an abusive person, whether you're male or female, whether they're male or female. This defensive energy, you see here you have you lying to yourself a little bit about the situation, right? At one time you may have, and here you are healing from this Ten of Swords. It was definitely a Ten of Swords moment, healing from this Three of Swords. My God, healing from this deception, the Seven of Swords, moving into a more self-love with this Queen of Cups energy. There may not have been time when you were growing up for anything except anxiety. Somebody using their position of power to cause pain. Emotionally manipulative human being. And isn't this interesting? Their counterparts again. You have the Queen of Cups upright, who's healthy, and you have her counterpart, who is unhealthy. There is a sort of, this might have been a marriage in a previous life. This might have been a marriage in this life, Taurian energy. But here you have this was causing you serious issues of abandonment, of being alone, of being isolated, of being left for dead with your truth. My God, very, very interesting. And I'll say interesting only because whoever's reading this is, you're a strong person today, and you have lived through a lot, and you're heading towards your abundance because you are done. You're done. The lessons have been learned. The soul contract has been ripped up. You may be single at the moment, and you are There's going to be people in hot pursuit of you this year. You're going to be, I mean, listen, the Queen of Wands is a very attractive queen. Whether you're male or female, you're going to exude confidence, and people are going to be attracted to that. You do have a wish coming true. You may have felt in the past like you were in a mental prison. That Five of Pentacles energy for sure, right? Like you were in some sort of a mental prison, like you were on a roller coaster ride. Someone may have made you feel like trash. But I have to tell you, better things are coming for you. Let me pull. Better things are coming for you this year, Cancer. In January, and I know that seems like a long way off, but in January, something really good is going to happen. And this says December, so I'm going to say around the holidays of this year, you're going to see, you're going to have some sort of reward for all you have been through. There's going to be a reward. I mean, I do think you're already in a better place. You're already out of this situation. And if you're not, man, you're going to be very, very, very soon. Okay. But there's part of you that still lives in it. There's part of you that you're going to be in by the time the new year comes here. And here's your water card. This is Cancerian energy for sure. But you are creating something better for yourself here. At the bottom of the deck here, you have music, joy. You are creating a joyful situation for yourself. My goodness, what a difficult thing. What a difficult thing that you have lived through. What a difficult thing that you have. This wish card, you know, did come in reverse, and I'm wondering if you spent your childhood hoping and praying and yearning and wishing, and you felt like your prayers were not answered. You felt alone. But I do think that this is the year that you're going to see all of the payoff for your hard work. You're going to see something amazing happen here. You're going to see around the holidays something happen, and it's going to be a bit of a miracle. You have Gemini here. What you're going through may have been the result, and you have Leo here at the bottom. You have Leo and Gemini. This may be highly aspected in your chart. You may have been dealing with a Leo or a Gemini. Leo and Gemini season are pretty much upon us right now. So this may be we're just coming out of Gemini season and we're moving into Leo season. So this was kind of before and after Cancer. Around this time is when you might start seeing really positive things. But I'm telling you, by the holidays, you're going to be in a completely different place in every way. And you're going to get what you deserve, and what you deserve is beauty and love and peace. I don't think I've ever seen someone more deserving of it. I'm going to pull you one more card here, okay? I never know when I'm finished with a reading, and you're the only group I'm using this deck for, so give me something here. Attraction. And, you know, this did come in reverse, right? And you are no longer attracted to that which could hurt you. You have healed, and you are, I mean, are, if you're not healed, you're going to be completely healed. It says bewitching. Somebody, it says for those who wish to seduce, somebody's definitely going to be under your spell this year. Oh my God. And you may, it says attracts generous romantic partners, right? When you start sacrificing yourself or giving too much of yourself to others, it's time to change the people around you. And this came in reverse. I think you've learned that lesson. You have the water card here in reverse too at the bottom of the deck, which means all that emotion that you've experienced in the past is going to be quelled. You're going to be experiencing joy this year, abundance this year. The soul contract is broken. I wish you a happy birthday. Namaste.